Do you love old cars and trucks? Join us on Bring 'em Back to Life, where we search the salvage yards and backyards of America to find that gold mine of a parts car or that restorable gem in the rough. Come with us down memory lane as we elevate the status of our salvage yards to outdoor museums of automotive history.
Hello, Dennis. Nice to meet you too. Welcome to Minnesota.
I'm just going to show some of these projects sitting here, and you can tell me about them.
Yep, you just edit them as you please. Okay, this has got some history behind it. This is actually an old one-ton wrecker body that was in the 1970s when I was a teenager in Ivanhoe. That's one of the towns I grew up by, and we found it on Craigslist many miles away. It is now mounted on an S10 4x4 with a suspension lift, and I hope to put together a wrecker body in the back. We're going to leave it patina and bring it to the, hopefully bring it to their parade this August. Another high pressure deal to get it ready by then. It won't be running.
In Ivanhoe,
Minnesota, which is about an hour from here. It's actually a 49 Chevy.
Yeah.
That, 1 ton with the 5-window cab. So I want to keep a lot of the old stuff in here when it was a wrecker. That all the switches for the lights and PTO and stuff like that. But anyway, somebody I hope will have interest in it. The main reason for this is because of the doors.
Yeah, right, exactly.
It proves that it's the real deal.
The history of the doors, and that is an S10 chassis.
Yep, 4x4 with a lift kit.
And it could also use an S15 if you had it.
Correct.
Okay. And then I'm going to have you explain the different eras of trucks and the different combinations that you've designed.
Okay.
And this is a 60-something.
This is 66. We just have it sitting on a C10 right now because we do have a kit for the long beds on Suburbans, but I've been getting more people that have the pickup in hand, so I have to come up with some new mounts for the rear cab. The front cab mounts are the same, rears are different. This is a kit that we just came out with for the 60 to 66 short beds. This is a 66 on a 2002 Tahoe. It's 1/16 wheelbase, so we can use it on many different lengths of the short beds. And if we turn around here, I just got this put together by 10 o'clock last night. I mean, this is just like going to the races, pit stop right before the races. This is a 55, so 55 through 59s are the same, except for the front end is a little bit further ahead on a 58 and 59. They kind of stretched out the nose, if you will, the radiator supports ahead a little bit. So this is representing the 55 to 59 on the same type of Tahoe, the 2nd gen Tahoe. So I'll be bringing this to the 50s, leaving this morning.
Okay.
So this 58 is on an 89 1-ton. So this is obviously our work truck for the shop. And we're frantically trying to get the wipers to work, but we use Rain-X, so it'll get us by. So
it's not raining too much east of here.
Not too bad.
We just came from Minneapolis.
Okay. I am a guy that likes the vintage stuff, so I've got a 60s style air cleaner on the 89 throttle body 350. And again, it's a 89 1-ton, so we've got the hydraulic brakes, we got power steering, all the things you would have in an 89, independent front suspension, of course. But anyway, yeah, if you're gonna haul something, try to do it in style. So we even have bucket seats out of a Suburban that fit in really nice. They're power and they even work.
Yeah, they're pretty nice leather ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just $20 seats. Anyway, so this is an S10 column in there, and I took the shifter off of an old truck and we mounted it to the 89 shifter, which is normally a big fat one that comes up, but we've got the old school shifter in there, just like you see it.
Right, right.
And by the way, this is the same kit will be going on your 56.
Okay, okay.
Cab forward. From the front, we have a bracket that bolts on to the original bumper bracket there.
Yes.
And it's got adjustability up and down. The next bracket is for the radiator supports, which you can't see too well right here, but that mounts the radiator support. And then if we turn around to the front cab mount, that just bolts on where your old K10 or 20 or C10 mount was.
Okay.
Riveted on, so this just bolts on with the addition of one bolt on the top of the rail.
I see, yep.
And then the rear cab mount.
A vertical one on top.
Yep. And then the rear cab mount is the same thing. We're bolting on where the old ones were riveted on, but they were on the inside on a C10.
Okay.
So these take the same holes. And then for the bed, there's little risers to get the bed height right and to clear the kick up. And then there's also bed floor supports that replace the ones that you've got, but you'd have to maybe look from underneath. See? Yeah, these right here. Yeah, these are the custom bed floor supports to clear the kick up in the frame.
Right, okay.
Yeah. And this is on a 79 short bed, so we didn't do anything with the frame, we just moved the axle ahead on the springs. But it's got a 4-inch lift too, so yours isn't going to be as high as this.
Well, it's whatever John wants.
Okay.
Johnny's going to build it.
Oh, he's the builder, but it's your truck, right?
Actually, he wants the truck, so I said, if you want to build it on the TV show, I'll sell you the truck.
Oh, okay.
So he's a truck guy.
Good.
So he's going to build a truck that I've had in my garage for 25 years.
You know.
Ed's private stock. What's about Watson? Oh,
Okay, it's nicknamed the goose capital of the USA because goose hunting was a big thing back in the 70s and 80s. And so the liquor store across the highway is called the Goose Bar for that reason. We have a refuge about 3 miles from here where the geese fly through. And so the goose hunting isn't a big deal anymore just because they limited the amount of geese you can get. So it's a quiet little town, 200, a lot of businesses from here. I am one of 2 businesses left, well, 3 with Todd. So we're gonna go down Main Street right now. It's known as Main Street. This building here is mine. It was the old house garage. It was going to be tore down. It was a mechanic shop back in the day, and then I added on an addition here, and obviously I make it look like a vintage building. This used to be the bank on the corner. It's a realty and insurance. This building to your left with the nose sticking out, of course, is my easy chassis swaps where we do the kits out of. And that used to be Watson Cafe, which was also going to be tore down, but I saved that from destruction.
and there's your fire department.
And there's the fire department, which used to be a Chevrolet dealership back in the day. And that is the business district. What's left of it. So.
Tour?
Yeah.
my card and tell him I'm probably going to be on my show. A real rat rod. Ask you the easiest question first.
Yes.
What is your name and where do you live?
My name is Kurt. I live in Fargo, North Dakota.
We've been to
My wife's
Fargo. This car you said belonged to your uncle?
My uncle Doug out of Vail, Oregon. He ended up with the car. The car actually came out of Kirkland, Washington. Traveling salesman. It broke down in Chico, California. The guy left it to be repaired. Didn't come back for it. A year later, my uncle ended up with the sheriff's title for $1 plus taxes. So he ended up paying $13-14 for the car plus the repairs. And he drove it for 90,000 miles. Taught his kids how to drive. So yeah.
Now is this automatic transmission?
Automatic. Yep. Supercharged 289 automatic transmission. Yep. Posi track rear end.
Oh, posi?
Yep.
Really? And you had to put floor pans and all kinds of work? No?
Didn't need floor pans. There was a lot of bit of rust in between this quarter panel and the Studebaker quarter panel that's underneath it. The 1950, this is a 1956 Studebaker President wagon that Packard got a hold of and welded these quarter panels on, plus the tail lights, the headlight rims, the chrome, the stainless steel.
Okay, that's a novelty to find. And what engine is this?
A 289. Studebaker 289.
A Studebaker 289.
Right.
Right. So that's why within 2 or 3 years there was American Motors because they were all coming together.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
because I'm at an angle. If we were straight sideways, it would be. I'm getting long views.
Have you ever considered taking the song in the beginning and do something like this? That?
Yeah.
Because if you did that and showed... She's right, this was way too big to walk. We'd never see a whole this. This is amazing. Only Friday. They're still coming in. They have until tomorrow at noon, she said. So that entire parking lot will probably be full. Ooh, the wind's picking up. Show them 12,000 cars in the yard and 12,000 cars that are done.
That are on the field, yep. Yep. One day after the next.